So sit back, and I've just realized I've never told you guys anything about myself, who I am, what my story is. I'll keep it short and brief because I'm sure everybody's got a story. But anyway, when I was 33 years old, I woke up one morning. I had a weird headache. It wasn't a bad headache, it was just a weird headache. And I got up and I started reading the newspaper, which I read the newspaper, believe that or not. And out of my left eye, I kept seeing these spirally lights. And it wouldn't go everywhere I looked. The spirally light was in my left eye. So I couldn't read the paper, so I put it down, made some breakfast, went down in the basement, tuned up my wife's bike. She went out for a mountain bike ride. And I stayed home, cleaned the house, did my homework, wrote a song. And then the headache was just nagging all day. It wasn't ever horrible, it was just nagging. And then by 6 or 7 o'clock that night, I stood up and my headache was intense. It just hurt really bad, and my left eye was completely, I couldn't see anything out of it. And I kept dropping shit with my left hand. So I figured, what the hell? I don't know, it's just a migraine, because I always get migraines. So I stood up at about 6:30 or 7. All of a sudden, it felt like I was drunk. I mean, and I don't drink. I've been straight edge since I was 21. No drinking, no drugs, no alcohol at all. And I stood up and I was drunk. I mean, drool started just hanging down my mouth. And my wife's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I feel incapacitated. I wasn't making any sense with what I was saying. So finally, she kept saying, you're drunk, you're drunk. I'm like, no, I'm not drunk. I'm really just don't know what's going on. About 10 minutes later, I fell on the floor, and when I tried to get up, I couldn't. My whole left side was completely paralyzed. Couldn't do anything. Ended up going to the hospital, and because of the way I look with tattoos and black t-shirts and stuff all the time, the ambulance driver's like, well, what drugs did you take? I don't take drugs. What drugs did you take? I don't take drugs. Well, come on, you're too young. You're only 33 years old. This doesn't happen to 33-year-olds. What kind of drugs did you take? I don't take drugs. On and on and on and on and on. So finally, and as you know, when you have a stroke, every minute that you're not getting blood to your brain, more brain is dying. So I had no idea I was even having a stroke. I thought I was having a weird migraine. Like, just let me take a nap. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll be fine. Thank goodness I didn't do that, because I wouldn't have been fine. I would have been dead. I get to the hospital, the doctors, everybody's asking the same thing. Just tell us what drugs you do. We're going to find out when we do your blood work. Well, do your blood work, because I don't do drugs. I didn't even take an aspirin. I took Excedrin migraine, and we go back and forth with this dance for a while. Finally, in the middle of the night, they're like, well, we think you might be having something called a stroke. And they're like, we have this medicine we could give you, but there's a 5% chance that it'll kill you if you're not having a stroke. Do you want to take this medicine? But we think you're just having a migraine. Do you want to take this medicine? Well, wow. No, thank you. If I'm only having a migraine, I don't need this medicine that could kill me. Next day I woke up completely paralyzed. From that point on, I have no use of my left arm. Left side of my face feels numb, like you go to the dentist and you get that Novocaine feeling. That's what it feels like from the tip of my head all the way down. If you drew a line straight down the middle of me, yep, even down the middle of the man parts, everything on one side is completely numb. Everything on the right side feels completely normal. So it's a really bizarre kind of feeling. Completely numb, totally normal. But then what happened was, after about a couple of weeks, my muscles started getting tight on the left side, and my arm that used to just hang totally flaccid, hand in a position like this, all of a sudden started tightening up, tightening up, tightening up. And now, my arm is always like this. Pretty much looks this position. My hand is always in a fist. And to open it, it's very painful. As soon as I open it, it goes right back to a fist again. So it's completely useless. My left leg, all the muscles on my left leg are tightening up, so I have a really bad limp.